Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode of the FauxShow. Today is Sunday, September 28th. My name is Angela.
And my name is Chris.
And as most of you know, the FauxShow is not a real show. It is a social experience because I don't look at you. I look at the chat room which I have here on my iPad.
The chat room. I've got the chat room full screen on my screen.
It's over there on a monitor where we can see ourselves.
Oh, that's nice, but completely irrelevant. Doesn't matter because it's in the lower third right there, which we've conveniently built into our screen so that way, even if you're not here live, you could somehow, by the magic of probably time travel, watch our chat room and pretend like you're in the chat room, and then maybe in the future actually be part of that chat room because it is our lower third over at jblive.tv.
Dat lower third.
Dat
Whoa.
lower third. Whoa. Whoa, what?
Andre. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
That is not the chat room?
These same shots for 195
I wonder
episodes.
if he got
Never
kicked.
Changed.
That'd
Never,
be interesting.
Never
Here we are.
Oh, I was going to scratch while you had it on the chat room. So.
Jeez. All right.
What are we
so
talking
today
about
we are doing the screenshot, not awards.
No, you're scratching.
I don't know why I don't have the / show and tell on there.
It's not awards. It's okay. It says awards behind us too. And we have the awards curtains, and I'm wearing the awards jacket.
Well, yeah.
So it's like the awards, but Totes not the awards.
Right.
And you see we have people celebrating the lower third because it's Totes, something like that. Really what we did is we wanted to see what your desktop looked like. So Angela asked you to send in your screenshots to angela@jupiterbroadcasting.com. You have done so. And now, because there were so many of them, we're going to do a show and tell.
Now, when I said desktop, I didn't mean the top of your desk.
Oh.
Okay. I meant to screenshot.
You see, I'm new to computers, so that explains why you yelled at me.
So, but let's get started.
All right, Angela. Our first batch?
Yeah, it's over 100 slides we have here to share. What?
What you want to do is...
Here we go.
There you go.
I know what I need to do.
Shoot.
Don't tell me what I need to do.
Shoot.
All right, here we've got the first submission is Nalays. Nalays says, about once a week I change out my desktop background. This week in particular, I was big into rewatching all of Stargate, so I figured it would be a great background to set the mood.
All right, let's address this off the front. I mean, then we won't spend a lot of time on this because I know you got a lot of slides.
Okay.
You never, ever change your desktop background.
Oh, that's crap.
No, it is not crap.
That is crap.
I have migrated you across multiple computers over multiple years with the same background.
I can go into your office after like 2 hours and you'll have a new screenshot.
That's right.
Background.
Yeah, that's right.
It's crazy.
So
no,
that background right there changes every 10 minutes.
You know, okay.
What is it, Andrews? Bring it in.
That computer, the IT guy thing, that video that's great.
Where you had the background that turned into a penis.
Where you can't arrange by penis.
Yeah.
I need to know where all my icons are, and if I have a changing background, that is confusing to my brain. And somebody with like an attention disorder,
who me,
should understand that.
Wow, look at you calling out my own.
Something has to stay constant,
okay.
and for me, it is the. No. I mean, and I'm not even diagnosed, so.
Totes to your credit, like you pick a really, really good background.
I know.
And then own it for a while.
I know.
And I can say that because a couple of them were suggested by me.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You know, I didn't include my own screenshots. So
next time.
The next one is Kai P. And he says, I have attached 2 images. One is a good shot of both of you and Chris. The other I somehow managed to capture, and I think it just looks great. Laugh out loud.
So which one's the good one?
And the next one.
Oh, because I thought that was, you look great.
That icon in the middle is from my new company logo. Oh. So he has a new company, and I don't know if you recall, but in the side projects, he was starting a new company.
That's a really great logo.
Yeah, you like it?
Don't you?
Well,
you talking about the thing in the middle?
Yeah, I like it. Yes, I like it. I voted on a different one.
Oh, well, I would vote that one. So.
Okay, so here's the other one.
That's me thinking about you.
Yeah. So.
Look at his GNOME desktop. That is a damn fine GNOME desktop.
Yep.
That is so does he have 4 screens? Am I seeing 4 monitors? And this is, wow. So Homeboy's got like Sublime Text or something full screen in one screen, GNOME desktop in one other screen, Mothface in another screen, and then the IRC chat room in another screen. Respectable.
Yeah.
Look at that. And now, if he's watching me on one of those screens, welcome to Screenception. Here we go, buddy. That's great. And I hope I see a lot more GNOME in this.
I think you'll be surprised by how much Arch you're going to see.
Not surprised at all. It's the best distro in the world.
Oh, okay. Well,
Next collection.
This is Hawkins the Wizard.
Yeah.
So I I very creatively placed their email text in the slideshow there.
Oh, yeah, very nice.
Watching FauxShow, just showing a bit of desktop and minimize applications. Video doesn't screenshot, though.
You put it in the terminal window.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Where he's watching jblive.stream.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
So it's not a terminal window, but nice.
Yeah.
Huh.
So
how many of them sent in with, just on a rough, how many of these are girl backgrounds?
a lot.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah,
okay.
a lot. And you know what sucks is
What?
in the original file, I had indentations to show how many each person had, how many tiles, and I cannot see based on
This is why you got to get a laptop.
on this. So
You know what I'm saying?
this is Mike.
Mike, nice,
Mike's
buddy.
screenshot, and it's not his only.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
You know, it's interesting. That says April 10th.
What a jerk.
Okay, he said, "Hi, I love the show, but I'm always at work when you're on live, so I don't have an IRC nickname, but thought I'd show off my desktops." He has an Acer C720
Oh,
running
nice.
Ubuntu GNOME with
Got one right
Numix, a Dell Inspiron
Inspiron.
1545 with Elementary OS and Numix.
Nice.
And he said, "I do love the Numix themes.
Yeah,
I
I
have
can tell.
also Numixed my Android too. Keep up the good work and love all the shows. Many thanks, Mike's. P.S. For the FauxShow beer, I work in a pub and brewery here in the UK, and I could hook you up with hops and malt for brewing." Wouldn't that be cool?
Bookmark that. Seriously. Okay, let's come back to now. Okay, wow. All right. Don't drop that thread, Mike. Keep us in the loop on that. Now, going back to Numix, and so you've probably seen maybe Numix mentioned a couple of times in these screenshots potentially. This is really fascinating to me because we haven't done this since the Numix theme was created, and this is something we've covered in Linux Action. So the icons there in his dock, those icons are not created by the Linux distro maker or the people who made the desktop. They're created by a project who is making icons for the Linux desktop and for Android that are just really good. And if you look at mine right there, that I'm also using Numix icons right there in my dock. Now they can't see that because we don't have it. We have it cropped off. But I'm a huge fan of Numix, and we've interviewed the creators of the Numix project on the Linux Action Show before. It's really neat. This isn't the first desktop either to have the Numix icon theme. So
nice.
Good job, Mike. Thanks, Mike. Oh, and there's his Android one.
Yeah, Mike sent in a later submission, which I appended, and he said, "Thought I'd add to it must Numix Moto G with Action Launcher, Numix Circle icons, and an Android L wallpaper."
What I like about this is it's a consistency now between his desktop and his mobile device. Totally different operating systems, completely different in every sense, but yet your browser icon is the same on both your desktop and your phone, right? There's a consistency like you were talking about.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Right, you just learn it once. So that's great job, Mike.
Kai P has offered to take some of that hops and malt because he makes beer.
I want to do a brewing, like not a full like weekly show, but like a 12-run brewing show. So,
yeah,
Mike,
a short series.
Just saying.
All right.
All right, Andrews, what do we got next?
Next, we have somebody new, Ramraj. Is how I'd say it.
Look at that boat.
After a round of distro hopping, I have settled on Ubuntu Unity, running along with Elementary OS Freya? Yeah. Okay. And Evolve OS. The PC is an old HP
Evolve OS is new.
XW6400 bought from eBay. The RAM is 6 gigabytes. It's GeForce GT 640. He has a link to the wallpaper and the Captiva icon theme. Which if you go to the if you're an audio listener and you go to the video, you can see the URLs.
You did all this text like this? This is a really good idea.
I did.
Ange. Before you move on, the audience has been screaming for me to mention Evolve OS on air. So here you go, audience. Here's your mention. Evolve OS is a new Arch-based Linux distro.
Oh, okay. And
a little Ubuntu LTS action there, 1404.
Yeah.
Very nice.
With some of the specs.
Oh, dude! Oh my gosh! On an Intel Xeon processor, very nice. With 5.8, so it's probably 6 gigs of RAM. Nice, very nice.
Okay, yep. And then Maandre, I think.
Manandre? Mandre.
Yeah.
Or what about Andre? Andre.
Yeah, that's what.
That's where you started with. And okay. He's in the chat room. Maybe you can tell us.
Well, he already did, and I tried to. I tried to get it before. Yeah. Okay. So I think he has a wall of text here. Hi, Angela and Chris. Nothing much going on here. I'm watching the FauxShow in VLC on my secondary CRT monitor. And on my primary CRT monitor, I am working on the documentation for a display server I'm writing. But don't freak out, Chris. It's just for fun. It is not because the other three are totally useless, which they are. My
Wow.
background image is a screenshot from the intro to Unfiltered, but you cannot see it as I'm doing stuff.
Aw, that's awesome, though.
P.S. The background is rather pixely as it is in a somewhat low resolution. So if Chris could put out the
Wow.
intro in a higher resolution,
Wow.
that would be awesome.
Well, what's your resolution? Do I got to make it a 4K video? I mean, come on now. I got a Mac Pro or something. You know, I also agree with the chat room. And Mandrake, I hope you will see this as a sign of respect. I think we should call him Mandrake. First of all, it sounds like Mandrake. Second of all, like my first like distro that like was my distro that I used, so it's like a term of endearment. So
Okay, he's 1792 by 1344.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, well, I will look into getting that for you then sometime soon.
Yeah, Ange and I will work on that, Mandrake.
Here's the bum bum ba boom.
Oh, so wait a minute, Mini Nessie, are you okay? Now I'm noticing, Ange, this doesn't look so much like a desktop, but it actually looks more like someone's freaking desk. Now, Mini Nessie, here's the thing: it is screenshot. Okay, a screenshot of your desktop. A desktop is a technical term for the user interface that represents the quote-unquote desktop. I agree, it's a confusing term, Mini Nessie.
It's okay. All right, so this is where Mini Nessie faps.
No.
Anyway, I would totally comment on his background, but there isn't one.
His screen's not even on.
No.
He doesn't even have his...
I put his name on his screen.
You can't even see his desktop because his screen's off.
All right. Yeah, what is that a
And he didn't throw away the garbage.
I know.
It's just empty.
Okay. AJS124. He says, so this is a screenshot of my main desktop for the show and tell. The wallpaper didn't fit my resolution, so I used GIMP and added the stuff on the sides.
Good man.
There's a link to the original. It's a My Little Brony, right?
Oh, unfortunately, the bottom of the Mint menu is cut off on the screenshot. The way I have it cropped on the video. It's not your fault. It's my fault. That is great.
What? The bottom of the what?
Well, look, the Mint menu right down here. See that? Did you not mean to put that there? Oh, is that a mistake?
That's the next submission.
Oh, okay. I thought that was his whole
that's the next
desktop.
slide. No. All right. And let's see.
That is great. I love the idea of going into GIMP and just sort of like, you know what? Desktop's not big enough. I'm gonna make it bigger because I've tried like doing multi-monitor backgrounds and I've been so tempted to do that, but I don't think I could pull it off as well as he has.
Okay, he says the panels are the panels on the left and right are in the middle of the screen because those are old 1280 by 1024 displays, while the one in the middle is 920 by 1080. I've forgotten how many of the themes are called because I've been using them so long, but they are on top of XFCE 4 on Arch Linux, something like Faenza and Graybird maybe. So, all right, the next submission is my favorite.
Ooh, really?
And I haven't contacted Cody yet, but I meant to because I'm going to buy Cody a last jacket.
No kidding.
Yeah. Because
yeah.
this is...
That's us.
This is his background. He did a sketch of us.
From the last episode.
From the last award show.
Yeah.
And it's insanely accurate, right? Look at how big my boobs are.
Right. First of all, totally agree.
Hair buns.
Yep.
Right? Chris is epic. Like, it's a mixture of Chris and Riker.
And that is the shirt I was wearing in the last episode. You got the bonobes
yeah, it's
there.
my
with
shirt.
The bonobes with the stickers.
We've got the FauxShow
chat room on your...
jagged thing. And then, yeah,
he's got
my
the chat
iPad.
room on your iPad, which is the chat room's on our iPad.
And the most
right
important thing, the HTML5 sticker
on your
bonobes.
On my bonobes. Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm not wearing pants.
And a plate and he's holding a plate of bacon, which is accurate this morning.
I'm just saying.
What?
What?
Okay, just for the record, he's wearing pants.
Maybe.
He's wearing shorts, actually.
Maybe. So. That's for them to decide.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so let's see. Cody had a couple different screenshots. Here he has the live stream.
Hold on. Chat room's digging the legs. Just got to give a call out. Chat room's digging on the legs.
Yeah, there's a what? Hobbit feet.
Wow. So he's all in on like the terminal, right? Like,
I guess.
No silly UI for him.
He said, hey guys, two-parter. I have my desktop running Linux Mint 17 and my laptop running minimal Debian Wheezy install. 90%
nice.
of the time I use the desktop to get work done, so it's very plain. Occasionally I'll play a game or two, and for that I have a GTX 750 Ti to plug in.
That'll do.
The laptop is my playground of tweaking and customization, and it started as a discussion with a friend over whether Debian could compare to Arch as a minimal base. I also have a Raspberry Pi running 24/7 with FlexGet, Transmission Daemon, and IRS. What is it?
IRSI.
Okay. There's two S's.
IRSSI. It's a sweet terminal IRC.
Okay. /screen. P.S. Hope you guys enjoy the silly artwork. Yes, we enjoy
very
it so
much
much.
so.
We're gonna buy you a Jupiter Broadcasting or a Linux Action Show jacket, which we should.
teespring.com/JB jacket. Which,
you want to bring that up real quick?
As we are doing this show right now, is 1 day and 6 hours left. We've sold 258, and if you didn't catch since last week, we also added red. Sincerely, by popular demand, and it actually happened live. I was like, okay, guys, if you want red, let's make this happen. Let's campaign Ange. I said this in Tech Talk today.
Oh, there was no campaigning me. It was getting seeing if it was available with Teespring.
Right. So we got that taken care of. So, but it because
and then they have to do the custom artwork because the
it.
jacket isn't available for
ask
everybody.
For it. People totes ask for it. Right above, and it's really nice too. We're doing just sort of a clean, simple, respectable Linux Action Show logo above the breast pocket there. Nothing on the back, just to keep it nice and clean. And it is a great way to help fund our coverage of Ohio Linux Fest. Teespring.com/JBJacket. We sold 258, which is awesome, you guys. And
which also means $258 to the Ellen Madison Fund.
Exactly, which is really great. So thank you, everybody. And teespring.com/JBJacket, which is awesome. Chat room is now changing their tone on my legs. Changing their tone a little bit. Some of them. The leg action show. Oh. All right, Ange, we got another batch, don't we? Ooh,
all right, here's Tomo 2000. Tomo 2000 has a long neck, but also submitted a 9 different desktops.
Wow.
And I don't know anything about them.
Well, you got Conky. So you see the clock and the stats. That's coming from Conky, which is really cool. I use Conky.
There's he wrote a lot, so I'll read that in just a second. We'll just look through all of
Wow,
these.
those are beautiful.
Oh, look, I did that one twice.
I like that one though.
Okay. And then he's the one that did the radio.
Oh, right.
Yeah, in the Side Project Awards, which was really cool. Okay, so he says, I'm running Xubuntu 14.04. I am constantly changing my distro, but I always go back to Xubuntu. Is that how you say it?
Xubuntu or Xubuntu?
Oh,
whatever.
Xubuntu. Okay.
Hey, don't ask me, but I would
know,
say
right?
Xubuntu.
I know. I don't know what I was thinking there. I guess I like an easy life. I had a brief fling. I had a brief fling with Linux Mint, so some of the pictures are created with it. In the desktops, I have used various icons: Archie, Docky, Conky, Manager, and Applets. I will borrow a picture from anywhere. A couple are from pictures my friends posted on Facebook, and some are from DeviantArt. And in a couple of hours, I will have a new desktop. I have been on the FauxShow about a month ago. I got an old timer award, I think, for my conversion of an old radio to into a docking station. This is finished, so I have included a couple pictures of that, which thank you very much. It's awesome, and I love the light shining out the back of it.
Yes, very nice.
Epic.
Follow-up is much appreciated.
Yep. All right. Murphy.
There's Murphy.
There's Murphy.
Mail sack. That's an old mail sack graphic, too.
Yeah.
What's up, Murphy?
Well, so he said, Kay, I took this just as I listened to you guys announcing this award show. So I decided to submit right away to not forget and to get my desk as it was right now. Here's my gaming PC and workspace for various projects.
I notice Civilization, not Stowe. But I do see the starship up there. That's good.
I thought you were talking about Civilization, not a screenshot.
Oh, yeah. This is a desktop, Murphy.
I know.
Oh, wait, hold on.
It's okay. Look, he did submit this as well.
This is, of course, I love that background.
He is huge into Owl City, and it's a band. So if you haven't heard of them, check them out because they are pretty good.
Hold on, Ange. Do you see Star Trek Online on that desktop? Look for the Star Trek emblem.
I don't think
so. My gosh, what's that right there?
I see AOL.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just kidding.
Star Trek isn't even on there. Yikes.
Yeah. Well,
hold on, it's in the start menu.
He's going to college.
It's in the start menu.
Oh, right there.
It's in the start menu.
Derp.
I met Murphy through Stowe. I would be hurt if it was gone, especially since the Delta Quadrant update's coming. That's a great. I love that background. One of my favorites.
All right. Martin JH99 has an Arch Linux desktop. Was inspired by Chris doing his Arch challenge a while back on LESS. Unfortunately, use Windows most of the time, although I could really change to Arch full-time, but the games keep me on Windows. Nothing really special about the desktop, just a plain KDE setup, as I have preferred KDE right from as far back as KDE 3. Goldfish. This is Goldfish's desktop.
Very nice. I love that background.
My IRC chat username is Goldfish. I haven't recently been able to join the show live, but it's still a fun show and I like to watch when I can.
Aw.
Attached is a screenshot of my main working machine, a Dell L502X. I'm running Zomonad.
Zomad?
Zomonad?
Xmonad.
Xmonad. Jeez, you guys, with all this, like, what?
Right!
Like,
I know!
Wow.
Right? Thank you. Welcome to my world. Welcome.
Well, no, but, okay. There are not that many words that start with X. Why are you using X? Okay.
I'm just saying, they get on my case all the time, and now you're living my life.
All right. My bare desktop doesn't look a whole lot different from my desktop when I'm actually doing things of nature of tiling window managers. I can't even. Okay, I keep things nicely organized with rules from my windows so they are always open up in the correct desktop. I have 9 desktops, each with a purpose. There are multiple instances of desktops with the same job for things like web browsing and terminals, but beyond that, each one has a single task.
Boom.
Not needing to use the mouse much is quite nice.
Yeah.
I find the mouse to be just a hindrance to actual getting work done.
So
note.
Hold on real quick. Sorry, before you read the note. Disco Cool in the chat room says Xmonad is running on my Arch instance. PC Wiz says tiling for the win. So Xmonad's a tiling desktop if you didn't know. Looks Familiar is also familiar with Xmonad. We've actually talked about it a long time ago on the Linux Action Show. So continue on to the note.
Kitsune Kitty says, what would we do without those JB mispronunciations? All right. Note, on the work getting done screenshot, I have things like Firefox, Spotify, PC Man FM open. They're just in another desktop. I spend most of my time in Vim and a terminal.
Yeah, nice.
So this was his very clean desktop.
Yeah, no kidding. And I love the little stats along the top there. It looks, although, it honestly, to me,
sorry.
If he hadn't said it was
another one of his.
If he hadn't said it was Xmonad, I probably would have thought it was awesome. So, or i3 actually. i3 is what I'm thinking of because I'm not big on tiling window managers. But what they essentially are is, if you probably can tell, that is what his computer screen looks like. And there's no desktop UI at all. And so the first application you start up is full screen. And then the next application you start up, the window manager starts tiling them in such a way.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So they're always just moving. Yeah. So
that's cool.
Yeah. No, I totally. For those of you who it works, but me, I like moving my windows around. I like having multiple windows up. I don't know. I feel like it's me just being old.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. All right, Ange, we got a little more though.
Yep. We've got Dabble.
Dabble.
The distro is Fedora 20. The desktop is GNOME 3.12. The WM theme, what is that?
Window Manager.
Numix Frost. The GTK Plus theme is Numix Frost. The icon Numix is Square. The cursor is Maya Blue. Shell theme is Dorian theme 3.12.
Nice. Wow. And they also might mention he has dark mode turned on in GTK Tweak.
Okay. I think, here's another shot.
Gosh, that looks great, the bill. That looks great. And look, he's updating Steam too. What a boss.
Yeah, so he has a smaller monitor with a bigger monitor.
Yeah.
Which is the, oops.
Oh, wow, there's a lot going on there. Hold on, that's WWs. That's WWs. Go up. Don't show WW. I'll go back to the bill.
All right.
You know what, DeBill? Nice rig. I got to say, nice rig. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. All right, so WWNSX is in our chat room right now, Ange, and we are now, for those of you who have been chatting with him today, are going to reveal his desktop to you. Start now.
There it is.
Wait,
because we didn't already.
Is that
what?
Is that Windows?
Kind of looks like it. Yeah, that looks like my computer up there in the upper left.
I'm gonna go ahead and just disregard.
Wait, but I recognize this application as there is as Ubuntu.
Oh, okay, good. No, good. We just got multi. Okay.
Or Arch, or
all right.
I don't know.
No, I was distracted by the Windows. You're right. There is some Linux down there.
with a Mac OS like dock, I would just like to say.
Don't judge.
I'm not judging. I'm just saying. I recognize. I recognize that. I like my dock at the bottom.
Well, I like my dock on the side. So. She's a little dock on the bottom. I'm a little dock on the side.
So I wonder though if they must be two different computers, right? Or could it be?
Yeah. Or rebooting, multi-boot, or
Right.
wait, is that Mac there? And then that's
Let's see,
Mac.
did he have
Look,
something
that's
to
Mac.
say?
No, hold on, that's
Yeah.
Mac. That's Mac right there. So yeah, he's just
What?
coming at us from all angles.
Oh.
He's freaking me out, Ange. He's freaking me out.
I don't think that's Mac.
That looks like a Mac right there. Look
No.
at that. That is Mac. That is Mac. Or
No
maybe
way.
it's Elementary OS. I don't know. It must be Elementary OS.
Chris
Yeah, that's
Lass,
what it
It's
is.
dual boot with Elementary OS.
Yeah, that's what it is. Wow.
Yeah.
It's hard to see from over here,
You
but
know,
wow.
I was told that as a Mac user, that would be the one that I should try. Elementary
yeah,
OS.
well, that.
Okay, next one. Wiggle waffles.
That's why it's great that WW's in the chat room. He's like, no, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, it's Elementary OS, bro. All right, Wiggle Waffles.
Yeah. So yep.
Rocking some Numix on GNOME.
Yep. And
Numix Square. With the Quake drop-down terminal. Nice, buddy. On Arch, too.
all right. So he says here are now. Look at this. I mean, just
This is great.
acknowledge.
Did you do this?
I did.
Did you?
Acknowledge the art of me putting his
Damn,
email
girl.
around the middle of his little.
You earned a cookie.
Yeah.
You earned a cookie tonight. Look at that.
So he says, so yeah, I did it right on his desktop. Here are some screenshots of my GNOME 3 Arch Linux desktop. You may remember a few weeks ago I got frustrated with KDE's sound system and decided to switch to GNOME. The experience has been fairly good, although I like KDE's Blue-based launcher better than GNOME's, but at least my sound works most of the time.
I know, right?
In the first screenshot, I included an overview of the apps I typically run. The Atom text editor, which has been a pretty good replacement
nice.
for Kate with a bit of Scala I've been hacking on.
So not Gedit, huh? Yeah, I mean, Adam's great.
Firefox for checking up on JB.
What's up?
My sync thing folder open in files. Steam for playing Europa Universalis IV. No,
and
4.
Civ 5.
And Civ 5. The other two screenshots are of Quake.
Quake, yep, Running Fish, which I already called.
Man, so many things to know. And
Yeah.
a little wallpaper. This is why I didn't do awards, because I don't know any of I don't know any of this.
I could have helped you with this stuff, though.
And a little wallpaper tribute to GNU Linux and Tux I found on the last subreddit a while ago, although I might have to change that to systemd/Linux soon enough.
Nice.
Yeah.
Last minute submission from Mail Hauler on a brand new laptop that he just got. So here it is on my screen. Look at that. That's running on Linux Mint right there. Nice Mail Hauler.
I like how the icons are great, are like the same kind of shade as the background.
Right. Yeah. Very. And you know what? Like you could see how at nighttime that's not going to be too hard on the eyes too.
Not at all. I like a dark background.
Yeah.
I like a dark background because of that. All right. The next submission is from Justin.
Look at that.
And Justin is going to tell us his story. Actually,
rocking some KDE love there. He's all about the plasma. He says, I use KDE and just recently started using activities. So this is a quad sector image of the 4 activities I use the most. So each activity is sort of like it reassembles the desktop to that mode.
I really like the upper right-hand one. It's purple themed.
Yeah.
It's like sky
right
and air balloon, and there's a big clock.
I like the one where he's got us on the screen.
Yeah. I'm all like, can I see you?
And you're wearing your great hat that we got at the fair.
The leopard hat.
Yeah.
All right. Genma Vlad wrote in, said, saw the FauxShow this Sunday that you folks were looking for some desktop goodness, so thought I might share mine. Been watching the JB lineup for about 4 years now. Started off with LAS and SciByte and now watch or listen to pretty much everything on the network. First time contributing anything, so hopefully it's useful. I'm attaching 3 screenshots, one of the desktop clean, one with the terminal open and a menu popped out of the side panel, and one of what I usually am doing. Or I'm sorry, what I'm usually am looking at when I'm not having to fire up Windows VM to walk someone through how to undo what they just managed to make a large mess of. Wow, that feels like a run-on. I'm pretty sure you have no problem figuring out which is which. As far as the specs end of the thing, I'm running Kubuntu 14.04. The KDE theme is sort of thrown together, various parts of themes. Window decorations are air black, and the theme is based, the theme base is Amicage.
I'm not sure on that.
And the icons are the Square
Beam
Beam KDE pack with a bunch of tweaks and additions.
The panel on the left on the screen is a bunch of quick launch widgets I set up so I can group program types into pop-out menus. Thanks to you, Chris, and Matt, of course, Alan and Heather and Chase, and all the other fine folks that keep the JB network running and all informative and entertaining shows. Nice.
What?
I like the action shot here. I like that. I like seeing one of the KDE apps in use. I can't even tell. I don't even remember what app that is. This is great desktop, though. This is great. Can you set up my desktop for me? Hey, Ange, are you done with those desktop? Oh, one more? We have more?
That's from...
Because I have one more. One late submission. I'm sorry to throw this in here. Cal, I know. Cal Sitton just wanted to send in his desktop real quick.
Oh, that's really cool.
Isn't that neat? And that's another tiling window manager. And look at the cool like CPU stats he has up in the corner there and stuff. And
Heck
I like
yeah.
that.
And it's very clean.
Yeah.
Mine is not clean.
All right. So is this one's Gemma Vlad?
Yeah. Genma Vlad. Yep.
Like Vladimir Putin. Okay, what?
All right. The next one is Mario. Mario says, these days the device I most consistently use is my iPad, and there, I basically live on page 2. So here's a screenshot of it. I didn't like folders before iOS 7, but as you can see, now I totally dig them.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised this is the first tablet we've seen, because the last time we did this, we saw more tablets submitted into the show.
It's the only tablet we'll see.
Really?
Yeah, if I remember correctly.
Last time we saw a lot more mobile devices.
I know.
And I wonder, I don't know, I don't think that means anything in particular. The last time we saw this, I thought, holy crap, people are really moving to mobile. And I think with iOS 8, there's probably, now that you have extensions, it brought a lot of things that Android had that made using iOS as your desktop a lot more feasible. So I'm surprised we haven't seen more. Maybe it's because iOS 8 is so new.
All right, get ready for some text. Your pain. This is my home desktop. Wow, despot.
This is my home desktop running Mint 17 Cinnamon Edition.
Yeah, Cinnamon Edition. It's pretty plain. I generally don't mangle my desktop too much. You'll notice several network directories on the desktop. These are NFS mounts from my FreeBSD server in the basement, which hosts all my important data on a redundant ZFS pool. Each night, the contents of my home directory is duplicated to the ZFS pool using rsync.
Yeah, buddy. Holy crap.
I used to simply run with my entire home directory NFS mounted from that server, but I eventually decided that I was missing out on many of the benefits of my SSD, since the 1 gigabyte Ethernet can't hold a candle to the speed of the random access time of the SSD for general desktop work.
Totes.
I only NFS mount bulk data such as my music and video, all of which is exported read-only so that the data can't be accidentally destroyed, not that it would go anywhere due to ZFS snapshots. In this screenshot, I have it playing music while I'm working with my work laptop.
This is a great setup, Your Pain. This is a great setup. And I find the fact that you mount them read-only interesting, since you also have the snapshots. So when you want to add more music to your library, how do you do that? Is Your Pain here? Because I'd love to know.
Yeah, he is.
Because you see how annoying. Could you imagine only having read access to all the network shares? That would get frustrating when you wanted to update stuff.
This is also Your Pains. He said, this is my work supply Dell laptop. It connects to 2 displays, plus uses its own, so you'll see 3 screens. This is a bone stock OpenSUSE 13.1 install with some minor tweaks. The laptop came originally with Windows on it, and they require that I run Windows with all of their security malware while at work. I shrank the NTFS partition down to a minimal level and run Windows under KVM from the raw disk partition.
That's how you do it, man. Good job, Your Pain.
This allows me to run Windows to make them happy while maintaining the crapware that is Windows and the crapware the company requires to manage that crapware from interfering with my work under Linux.
So Your Pain writes in the chat room, he says, I write new music files to one of the writable NFS mounts, and then I move them on the FreeBSD machine. So very nice.
Okay.
I also have,
Nope, I'm not done.
Okay.
Your Pain continues with, my personal System 76 Gazelle Pro laptop runs basically the same software setup as my desktop. I've been Windows free for 9 years now, only using it where employers give me no other option. Even then, I go great lengths to segregate myself from that abomination of an OS. Thanks for the show, and I'm happy to support the network on Patreon. I get more entertainment out of your network than I get out of the cable TV I pay over $110 a month for, which is why that's getting canceled this month.
Ouch! Nice, Your Pain. And I totally love the setup. And in fact, it mirrors a lot of, I think you and I are on the same page, because it's a lot of, although I hadn't thought about having maybe a dedicated NFS mount that is read-write and read only on all the others, but that's something I might experiment with. Nikomomo? I don't know how do you say this one. And what do you think? Nikomo, like Como. Last minute desktop submission with start page search right here, and it's another tiling desktop. Nikomo needs an intervention though, because this has got to be the ugliest GTK theme out there. So I understand, man, you run a tiling window manager, you don't need a lot of fancies, but God. So you're the guy, you literally are the guy they're making Edwadia the default theme for GTK 3.14 because they know there's guys like you out there that are doing this. And then also we had another last-minute submission. This one from
this one's beautiful.
Yeah,
I like it.
NS Ganja sends in this one, which is gorgeous. It's KDE, and I think this is the B-Spin. No, that's not B-Spin, but it's a really good theme and a nice, clean KDE desktop. So looking really good. A couple of last-minute submissions here, Andrews.
Mm-hmm. RC Cola 1987 says, I would cancel my TV, but internet is more expensive without
I know,
TV.
right? That's the
Isn't
thing.
that ridiculous?
It's
yeah, same thing. Like, oh my gosh, I can't even go in. Like, we're only halfway through these slides, so we got to keep going.
We could do a whole faux on that topic.
All right, Count Zero always has something to say.
Hey, yeah, Count Zero's here in the chat room too.
Yep. He says, I think Chris will like this one as it has a nice LCAR style overlay that helps to separate out the various workspaces, so it has that Star Trek look to it.
I'm in.
While still remaining subtle enough to not get in your face while working. Chris said that he wanted to see desktops that were in use rather than neatly staged ones, so this is a little bit of a mess, but not too bad compared with what it usually looks like. I've also written up a simple LCARS Conky script that looks pretty good, though I think it still needs a few tweaks. The large clock display is the Gotham script, which is shipped with the Conky Manager package, and this has also been very slightly tweaked as well, in this case to center the system stats and to change the blue text to that nice minty green. I would recommend Conky Manager to anyone who wants to try out different Conky scripts without all that silly command line stuff.
A previous Linux Action Show app pick.
This is 2014 after all.
That's right, buddy.
And it's a really great way to learn how to edit scripts and later on write your own from scratch. The OS is Linux Mint 17 Cinnamon 64-bit with the Elegance theme slightly tweaked. I just can't leave that CSS alone. To fine-tune the transparency effects, keep up the amazing work. You guys are the best. There it is.
Whoa, that is so sweet. That's Count Zero. That is the... I love LCARS. That is the best LCARS implementation I have ever seen. It's not tacky at all.
Yeah, it's... I know.
I wonder if I gave Count Zero SSH access to my Bonobo, if he would set that up, because I love that so much. Or maybe my workstation upstairs. That is sweet.
It really is. Look at applications, and they're all organized under that.
Yeah, I don't even care about that. What I care about is they've integrated the Conky system stats into an LCARS looking display.
Why does Count Zero have all the epic submissions?
That's so amazing.
Every time.
This is the most amazing thing. This
I know,
is so
and
great.
you know, I was working on this particular submission the other night when you were talking about Star Trek upstairs after you put the kids down. Yeah. Like if you only knew what I was looking at.
So yeah, people might not know that Angela tries to keep this stuff secret. This is the first time I see this stuff. Wow. Yeah, it's a good thing you didn't, because I would have been hounding Count Zero in the IRC like, dude, can you set this up on my machine real quick? Just real quick.
What can you get ready for the show?
If I set up Splashtop. No. Okay, that's great.
All right, this is also Count Zero. I've decided to show both my laptop and desktop rigs as I use both a lot. The laptop is running Antergos. Okay, XFCE.
Antergos.
And the desktop is now running Manjaro
Wait,
XFCE. No, with a dual monitor setup. I love the Monkey Island series of games. Have been playing them almost ever since. Okay. Apparently.
I love the Monkey Island series of games. I've been playing them almost ever since learning English as a language.
Yeah,
They've been my PC backgrounds ever since then, and I went out and had a great Linux adventure. Anyone, Chris, Angela, and IRC, want to take a guess as to which Monkey Island games my two backgrounds are from? I do not know. I like that.
Oops.
So
this is the other one.
Did you call it Antergos? Is that what you called it?
Yeah, something. No, not gross. Ghost.
Antergos? You said gross? Yeah. Everybody get that? Everybody get that she said Antergos?
Oh no!
You get that? Did you get that she said Antergos?
So that one isn't Count Zero's.
Oh.
When I duplicated the slide. Crap.
It's all right. It gave me a chance to rant about Antergos.
That's hilarious.
That's all I care about.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Get it off the screen.
All right.
Let me get to my email and figure out.
No, you don't need to worry about it.
Yes. No. No,
oh
I feel really bad.
All right.
Hold on. It'll be really quick.
Well,
I just need to look after Count Zeros.
Well, then be quiet while I talk for a second here about how I want to take this opportunity to point out that what we have just witnessed is maybe what you would call a bit of a science experiment, where Angela
has... It's lion heads!
Angela has been thrust into forcing to pronounce these words, and she pronounces them exactly as I pronounce them when I have read them for the first time. Why is that? Because sometimes we are the first people ever reading these things on air. Ergo, get off my sack when I call it Intergros, because that's what it looks like.
Okay, so this is Lionheads. I am very sorry. I stayed up late getting all these submissions a couple nights ago, and yep, I cannot change it right now, but this is Lionheads.
Lionhead, nice taste.
Lionhead plays Monkey Island, a Monkey Island series.
Well, then why was Lionhead's English so bad there?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Lionhead doesn't speak that badly. I had to basically read that and then translate it in real time.
I know, yeah. Well, I don't know.
Either way, now we have a story for Lionhead, and he also has excellent hair.
Okay, sorry about that, Lionhead.
Next award, or no, I'm sorry.
No award. I know, I almost did that too.
Next submission that's kind of like an award because we're talking about it.
Kurgan 2001. Kurgan has a lot to say. This is my typical Windows 7 desktop. Not that interesting, but I am in quite a bit more than Ubuntu. Do we just put letters in front of Ubuntu all the time? I mean, let's like rodent Ubuntu, Robuntu, okay? Let's just rodent Ubuntu is Robuntu now or whatever. Ubuntu rodent.
Can we rename this episode to Validating Chris? Can we rename this episode real quick?
He says he dual boots. The laptop is quite old, running a 1.2 gigahertz dual core AMD processor with 4 gigabytes of RAM and integrated graphics. Hope to replace that after income tax time. The desktop itself is kept pretty Spartan. On the left are the more important links with my remote desktop connection, a folder I keep shortcuts in, important ones that I keep on my desktop itself.
Boom.
My Visual Studio 2013 shortcut, a couple other folders with some backup files, and the Windows 7 God Mode shortcut, which, when open, gives me a folder view of tons and tons of settings to change if I need to. The upper right contains gaming shortcuts, Diablo 2, Lord of Destruction, Minecraft, and Star Trek Online. I also have the Art Game Manager installed as Cryptic Perfect World are moving toward it, and codes have to be entered using it now. I also have a text file with my login info for it. If I forget, I use 1Password to randomly generate complex passwords. Quick launch near the Start button. I use both CyberFox 64-bit Firefox variant AMD optimized, Google Chrome Explorer, and Windows Media Player.
Wow.
The tray has Chrome notifications, Flex, Avast, antivirus, screenshot, Arc tray, and other basic stuff. Pretty boring, but does what I need.
All right,
again,
let's see
this is what it looks like.
So this is Windows 7, and a little Ambassador class NCC 1701C Enterprise, and Arc, I think, is an S3 backup utility.
Okay.
I think. I'm not sure. Oh no, Arc is the cryptic login thing. It's both, actually. I think I'm right on both cases, but I think in his terms, he's talking about, I think, the cryptic stuff. I don't know. That's neat, though.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not a very good Windows user.
I Am Icon said, so I figured I would stop being spiteful and take some screenshots of the system I set up on the MacBook Air today that will stay on it for quite some time. Yeah, I had to go back to Arch Master Race.
There you go, buddy.
This is another
little
screenshot
BSD Now
of
live
his.
action. Getting the Luminary. By the way, the BSD Now guys in episode 54 got a great look at the new desktop that they're working on for PC BSD, and that's the episode he's watching right there.
Luminary environment.
Mm-hmm.
He said, so just to be extra spiteful, I took some proof it works pictures of the new MacBook Air running Linux. Haters. Also the JB logo just because represent.
Right on. It looks good on there.
Yeah. Details are Fun2 Linux dual booting with OS X 10.10 Yosemite, GNOME 3.12.2 without any systemd nonsense.
Yosemite isn't even out yet.
Yeah, nothing else special about it. He's in the chat room. Besides my random love of light themes. Anyways, that is all.
Right on. Very cool. Very nice. It's good to know that you can still run Linux on the MacBook. The problem is, of course, you don't have thermal management, gigabit Ethernet, reliable Wi-Fi, functional webcam,
public beta,
or good battery life. But that said, if you are okay with those functionalities being reduced, you can run Linux on there.
All right. Next one is Skooky Sprite, and see how I put his name flip as backwards and
he says Wi-Fi and the terminal work fine.
Sideways.
Fair enough. All right, Skooky, go ahead. Sorry.
All right, here's Skooky Sprite's desktop, and then when it's not clean, and Then he submitted it another time because he was drunk and forgot that he'd already submitted.
Hey, I like 2. And she's drinking, too, in that one.
Yeah.
And it's running on Unity.
I don't know.
And Imacon says he gets 9 hours of battery life on the MacBook, in all
Wow.
defense. So that's pretty good, too.
Skooky Sprite had a lot to say, and it's not here. So
That's okay. We've read a lot today.
yeah. Anthrit, he says, here's my screenshot of my desktop this morning to include in the show. It is a dual screen screenshot. You may have to split it. Enjoyed the show today. You two have fun now.
All right. Very nice.
See a little bit of Donkey Kong action.
Yeah, I do
That's
too.
a Diddy Kong.
Yeah.
Is the
Yep.
Yeah? Yep. And Minecraft.
Freaking, is that Elementary OS again?
I think it's Minecraft.
I don't know
actually.
what's going on over there, but I do totes notice the live stream. I love that. That's great.
Yeah, everybody sends me stuff when they're drunk. All right.
Hold on. What the hell are you sending my wife?
Yeah. All right. Big Red. This is Big Red's desktop.
Nice. Like that, Big Red.
Big Red says, I've been growing a lot in Linux since late 90s, but really only adopted it full time since Ubuntu's first release, Warty. So you say it.
Warty?
Okay, Warty.
Totally fell in love with the K desktop environments, though.
Only recently, top of the year, have I found Chris and Matt's last
Heyo.
cast and discovering all the other shows. I love what all of you do. Chris, Ange, Matt, Chase, Alan, and Chris. So
What about Mike? What about Heather?
For my first submission to the FauxShow, I thought I'd get in on the screenshot episode. I've spent some time evolving my KDE Plasma widgets since
Looks
switching
good,
to the
too.
Manjaro distro after Chris and Matt's review this year. The layout may not make sense to most, but it works for me. And isn't that what matters? Personal choice and the liberty, freedom to exercise.
Can you go? Yeah. I actually think that's really slick. It looks like it's like a Hollywood movie, like computer UI that like isn't real, but he made it real.
Right.
That's just really cool. Good job, Big Red. And I like the K organizer there action too.
All right. A100167.
Oh, that's pronounced Aiken. No, I'm kidding.
So I figured I'd show my gaming rig off this time. I've had both a clean and dirty picture of my desktop. I watch the show live as much as possible, sometimes even at work, but don't tell anybody.
Oh, okay.
For those interested, the specs of the system are Ubuntu 14.04 running Unity, 16 gigabytes, Intel i5 4670K, 2 NVIDIA GTX 680s.
And
then
running Conky.
Here's his desktop in
Little Civ 5, little Metro Last Light action 2. He's got Shadowrun Returns installed for games Wasteland 2, the beta, The Witcher 2, and XCOM Enemy Unknown for his current games.
Yep.
That's nice getting the Steam action on Linux, huh?
Yep.
And he's got this. He's using the same. He's probably using Conky Manager too, because he's using the same exact Conky theme I am.
And I see my face.
Oh yeah, where? Oh, right there. Yeah. Yeah. Look at that. And is that Chase's face too?
Yep. Well, it's our host info
host
page
Yep.
on JupiterBroadcasting.com.
Yeah. Cool.
Yep. All right. SeatGeek1234. Below is my SolidX Linux desktop running XFCE.
Solid XK.
I did pretty good.
Yeah.
Ask Chris if he can guess my favorite TV show. Hint, look at the picture, dude.
Doctor Who, obviously.
I love Jupiter Broadcasting. Keep up the good work.
That's a great Doctor Who background.
It is. It is very nice.
Mhm.
Are you
Oh my gosh, that is so cool.
Okay.
Ericon, send that full resolution background into Angela.
Are you Karn? Okay.
Or whatever.
Here's another screenshot for Are You Karn? And then I think there's an and
Got a good looking KDE desktop, man. Woo! I'm digging on this. That is great.
Okay, yeah. And that's it. So there was no text with that one.
Oh, that's
but
nice.
yeah,
I like
very
that.
nice desktops. Running Arch.
I like that a lot.
Okay. This is Eric's submission. He says, anywho, here's my
Here's my desktop. OpenSUSE factory distribution running GNOME 3.12 Numix GTK theme, customized with the GTK theme customizer for color elegance. And also, the GNOME shell theme is, I can't quite read that part. What is it? Oh, elegance colors for GNOME shell theme and the flatter icon theme. That's what I couldn't read.
Yeah. So this is the type of background I would have on my desktop.
Yeah, it
In
is.
fact,
That's exactly it.
Going to digitalblasphemy.com, there is a Misty Woods-like one, but it's blue with little sparkles and
I
stuff.
really like that. Look how his icons on his folders sort of color match. Not just like the highlighted text you can see on the left hand, but also even the background.
Yep.
Really nice.
Yep. And then this is a second screenshot.
Woo! And you know what? The fact that it's OpenSUSE, keeping it green, is also kind of keeping it genuine to the fact that it's OpenSUSE as well. Nice. Too bad it's not Arch. No, I'm kidding.
All right. J-Max said, you asked for desktops, and I just got a sweet new desk the other day. So today is my birthday, and to celebrate, I've had a bit to drink. What can I say? And I'm showing off my new desk/TV monitor combination. I worked hard on my birthday to get everything up and running. This is my desktop, and for submission to the FauxShow Awards stuff. That's stuff with an H, stuff. That's a dual monitor, new 30-something inch. It's 30-something. And 21-inch monitor setup. However, sadly, this screenshot is on on that so-called Windows OS, as I recently bought Fable Anniversary HD Edition and patched the absolutely stuttering unplayability out of the game, and was playing it today under NFNOS OS. What? Non-free, non-open source. I think I may have just coined a new
term for Windows.
Or am wasted. Either way, I win. Operating system. What you don't see is the back shelving, which houses my PS3, Xbox 360, and Wii U, best console of all time. Which is awesome because all three consoles are accessible through the controllers that I house in my top right drawer, which means never actually physically touching those boxes, though I hope you can see I favor Nintendo. And all connect to the HDMI ports on the back of the television, which is the primary monitor. I'd call this a successful conversion of all major last current gen consoles with the appropriate capabilities to upgrade in the future. And damn it if my GTX 440 can't still play the best of games. My main distro is Arch, I'd like to say, and I play half of my few hundred Steam games under Linux. I feel like that's a necessary addition when admitting that you play games under Windows. P.S. That's an X cube, absurdly awesome and abstract Rubik's style cube designed by Dane Christensen, which it is really cool. On the desk, along with all the electronics, it's wonderful, not to mention the cool heat activating Pac-Man mug. PSS, sorry about the blur. I really tried, well, he said I really tired, but I really tried multiple times on my Note 2. It's late and I'm drunk. I have some cool Tux plushies in there, one standalone and one on my keychain that follows me everywhere I go, if it helps. Ta-da!
And it's his desktop.
Yep.
That's cool, man. That's cool. It's just...
I really expected like something a lot, like he talked about all of his game consoles and whatever, and a TV monitor.
I do like the open bottle there of booze, though. That's a nice touch.
Just got done writing this.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
That's an essay.
We do have a last-minute submission from Photon, and it's live. There's us.
Nice.
That's us, and that's his desktop.
Wow, great.
Isn't that neat?
That's Sea Geeks. Wait, so you have your... is that the lower third? Is that IRC?
That's that chat room that you couldn't pronounce. That's that chat client you couldn't pronounce.
The Antergos?
No, IRSSI.
Oh, IRIZZY or whatever. That's how.
IRIZZY. We also Imacon wanted to submit another last-minute desktop. That's looking pretty nice,
cool.
huh?
Yeah.
Now that's a desktop you'd take home to mom, isn't it?
Desktopception. Yeah.
I think that's a desktop you could take home to mom, right?
Well,
there.
sure.
All right, Andrews.
Stir Fry Kitty says, hi everyone, shout out to the lower third. Here are a couple screenshots of my desktop. I use Linux Mint 17 with Cinnamon because it just works for me.
No, that makes sense.
I test distros about 2 to 3 times every week and have yet to find anything better. It's the only DE that works with my Bluetooth speaker and all of my hardware, and it's very elegant and simple. Love it. Anyways, I'm OCD when it comes to clutter my desktop, so you won't see much on there except a link to Last for MPV.
Boom.
It's the only show I get to watch live. And my games in a folder. This is my main computer that I also use as my Plex media server, but I also have another computer that I only use as my Plex client on my TV, also with Mint 17. There's not much to look at, but it's nice to share it with the two of you and the lower third. Love all the JB shows and keep up the great work. Here are the desktops.
I like that.
I'm a PC and I hate Windows.
That's nice.
That's a cool background.
See, I'll just get all the icons down there in the bottom tray, and they're just there. And
Yep.
Probably never even have to go to the menu at all.
Yep. And here's the other one.
And also, it makes me want stir fry.
Or actually, I think it makes you want stir fry.
Doesn't it, though?
No. All right. So this next award.
Hold on, Ange.
Award.
Before you go.
Okay.
Hold on, before you go. I have an official pronunciation provided to... That's how you say the chat. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Irisi.
Irisi. That's how you're supposed to say it.
Okay.
Isn't that awful?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now this next one is a little different.
So in addition to not sending me your desktop when I'm wanting a screenshot, don't send me a video. I can't put a video in this presentation.
Oh my gosh. So I guess we just can't do it.
I'm going to do it. Holy moly.
All right, go. I'll manage the audio. No, I'll get it.
No, just turn it down. No. We don't have the Ronald Jenkins.
No, unmute it. I got it. It's fine. Yo, go, I got it. Yeah, there you go. All right. So.
Oh yeah, we do have that one actually.
Yeah. So wow, that's a lot of shows. He's got all our shows on the screen there. You should narrate it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Yeah. Here's our info page about each host.
So this is like a Jupiter Broadcasting springboard right here on his desktop, built into his desktop, where you can pull up the Jupiter Broadcasting host page. Apparently, people are using this host page. We should update this.
I know this. Well, no, we have everybody on there. I think.
I feel like it needs some attention though. Oh, there's the actual desktop. Ooh, nice. Ooh, yeah. All right. Who's this Manjaro we got going on here?
Potentially.
What are you thinking of this, Ange? Is this an interface you can get behind? Could you use this?
Nah.
No?
Is it 4x3?
Well, in this, yeah, it is.
So this is the first video
that
this person has ever done. I don't have his name at the moment.
I don't know if it's meant. It might be meant to. I can't tell from over here.
Skipping through
it. Jump in. What do you? All right. Yeah. Here we go. Cinnamon. Okay. Here we go. Video is made with open shot. Ronald Jenkins, Red Lemonade. The desktop is guessed as Cinnamon. Okay. The theme is new minty icons. Mint X from the AUR. Oh, so it's Arch. Oh, but he's using mint theme. Okay.
Jeez.
That's complicated, huh?
That is very complicated.
Yeah.
Can anybody make a like a flow chart of that? Because that is crazy.
A flow chart. Yeah. Well, trust me, I know. I do know.
All right. So let me. That person's name is.
Oh, while you look that up, Q Collective has sent in his desktop. Q Collective, you tiny pick Q Collective, really? Oh, look at us. There it is live. A little Minecraft action going on.
Nice.
Got conversation with the IRC and Clementine with music. 9 Inch Nails, the artist of choice, and then Daft Punk after that. Cool.
I'm going to have to go with let's see, Vitus.
Vitus?
No, just Vitus.
Just Vitus.
Yeah, is the person. All right.
Okay.
The next one, I love this one.
Aw.
This is Jacob. Jacob says, here's my desktop. It's simple. I rarely use it since I live in the command line and the web browser. No extensions installed except herpderp on my Chrome browser, whatever that is. Oh, is that the one that you're talking about?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, man, that's great.
Herpderp's awesome.
The farthest I've customized it is the background picture, Tortoro. Or Totoro. It's GNOME. I was using Unity for a year or so until I installed GNOME, and mostly I haven't changed back because its dashboard feels a little nicer. I used i3 for a while, but if I ever had to have a coworker sit down and do something at my computer, they would be too lost to figure it out. Wasn't worth the extra effort.
That's nice, Jacob. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Nice and clean.
Corky says, "Hey Angela, get ready for the longest desktop in the world. I can't afford more than one 1920 by 18 or by 1018 monitor, but the power of by the power of Arch invested in me.
By the power of Arch invested in me.
I have created a 15360 by 1080 monster, aka virtual desktops." You know what? There's text over that.
I know, it's crazy. I love it though. Just keep going.
Wow. I use Awesome Window Manager to tile my windows perfectly with a bit of transparency to make the world go round. The pictures are self-explanatory, but here are the applications in order.
Okay.
LuaKit, best browser in the world.
Nope.
WeChat, best IRC client in the world. MPV, best media player in the world.
Yep.
CMOS, best music player in the world. Elasmixer, Chrome, Steam, and a graph of Tor middle node on DigitalOcean.
Nice.
My system resources, Dogecoin wallet.
Gotta have a Dogecoin.
If I wasn't using Chrome at the moment, my resources hang around 500 megabytes of RAM on good days and 1.5 gigabytes on pro days. Hope you like it.
There you go, Corky.
Whoa, what?
There's Seattle. Isn't that nice?
What is this Linux doing to me?
Hold on, let me get you
Where
back.
is it?
It's you somehow switched virtual desktops.
No, I did not.
There you go. There you go.
Ridiculous.
Do you want me to show it? Okay, there you go. Bam. Is that a Google
Secret
Doc?
sauce, yeah.
I was like, is that secret sauce?
No,
what is that?
It's his secret sauce.
Yeah, okay.
Here's another desktop, and I'm just trying to figure out if...
Oh, yeah, there's also Mixer. Very nice.
And I don't know if this next one is his too. Yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah, right. He has a lot.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's Chrome. There's Steam. Very nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm digging it. Digging it, Corky.
There's the Doji.
And there's the Doge.
Dogecoin or whatever.
No, not Doja.
What? Doji.
How can you be so internet savvy and not know how to say Doge? You got
It's not Doge.
It is Doge.
Okay.
It's Doge.
All right.
Corky.
There.
Great desktop.
All right, Jed. Jed said, this image is what I've been using for my desktop background. There's a link and attached is a picture of XFCE in action.
Eric says pronounced doggy last time I checked. That's great, Jed. It's nice, too. I like that a lot.
Yellowfang213 says, I'm stuck with using Windows on my laptop and hopefully getting a new computer where I can get Linux. I'm very into art, which is why I have Photoshop and gaming. My version of Windows is currently Windows 8. Not a huge fan at all.
I have never seen the chat room say Chris is right so much. This is good. This is powerful. It's powerful. Very nice. Very nice.
Q5sys is desktop.
Archer, right on. Sorry, go ahead. He's got Archer going in VLC right there.
Yup.
That's nice, Q5. You know, Q5's a maniac with the screens. Look at that. He is nuts with the screens.
Yep.
That's out of control. That's probably running on Puppy, too, which is even more crazy.
Mike Furka, which totally, I think of Formica.
Formica.
Your name is now Formica.
Formica.
I really enjoy the shows of Jupiter Broadcasting. I've been watching Last and FauxShow for years. I even remember Jupiter at Night and Beer's Tasty, good old days.
Hey-o.
Unfortunately, I'm never alive to enjoy the social experience of the FauxShow. Here's my first ever submission. This is my System 76 Galago Ultra Pro desktop. I bought this computer after seeing it on Last and use it as the entertainment/gaming computer. Most fun is when we connect it to the TV. No more console systems for me. With Linux to Linux streaming in Steam beta now working, I am looking forward to challenging games on my desktop. Wild Dog in my near future. I tried a variety of distros and desktops, but found best success to gaming to be Ubuntu. I have made some changes, though. Basic theme is the same, but no Unity. Instead, I elected to use CairoDoc. Still playing with it, but so far I'm happy with it. The only other change is a file manager. Look closer, Chris.
Okay, I'm ready.
A little gift from my friends over at Linux Mint. Older computer runs Mint.
You already spoiled it. It's Nemo.
Thanks again for all the shows, for Micah. P.S. Wife has a Nexus 5. Good recommendation, Chris. We use Ting. Another good recommendation. I have a DigitalOcean droplet, still free.
Right
running
on, buddy.
BTRFS on this install. Got many humble bundles. Picked up Race the Sun and a recent HB. Have way too many hours on Dust and only got a Steam account once they supported Linux.
Right on.
PPS. Maybe JB is not such a good influence. So here is Formica at Summit Pikes Peak wearing his last hoodie, which I need to post to the
Instagram.
And
there's Nemo, which is great. This is File Manager that he teased. And there's Steam.
Yep.
Formica, that is awesome. That is great. And Race the Sun just got an update. And this morning, I got to tell you, I wasn't all about it. And
yeah, I heard. I watched. Yep.
But I started to get into the swing of it. Did you see me get into the swing of it?
No. No. So I saw you crash repeatedly.
And then you didn't see me be awesome?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, I saw you go to break, and you had just like hit a portal. Like instead of crashing, it portaled you and put you in the air, and then you went and got bacon. And so I don't know if you finished playing or not because you put the chat room up. All right, continuing. Breakson has this desktop, and it is Windows, I think.
I'd say Braxton.
I think it's Breakson. Based on my German, the second vowel
Roxen
takes the primary.
Roxen.
Stop. Here are my two desktops, one a Windows partition and the other a Linux Mint, or not Linux Mint, sorry, a Linux partition. The Windows partition is nothing special, just a smaller taskbar with some programs and a nice theme called Elune. There's a link there if you're interested in that.
Okay.
I really need to get some matching icons to go with the Start menu orb. Here we have my Linux partition, which is the cinnamon version of Linux Mint. Hey, you know what? It is Mint. It has a bar on the top with a cog for applications. What's a cog?
You know, like a little widget.
Okay. With a cog for applications, the X to kill any Windows date, time, weather widget, then some system settings stuff. I moved to Cinnamon after GNOME Shell 3.4 and haven't looked back. I find the newer GNOME shells to be all weird.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Continuing. As a follow-up to my previous email, even though this is not technically a desktop, I wanted to include my Android phone. The Android phone is a Moto G running Android 4.4.4. The home launcher is Apex Launcher, and once again, I have a thing for transparent themes, simple white icons, and Breaksons.
Nice. Last minute submission from editor Rikai of his Windows desktop. There we go. There it is. Boom. Nice background. I like that. Here's the thing,
Oh,
though.
I love the
You
creeper.
see the creeper?
And the portal.
Rikai's background, though, you never see it because Rikai is full screen all of the things. Every window is full screen on Rikai's screen. Seriously. So I've never seen Rikai's background ever. This is the first time I've ever seen it. So that's pretty nice.
Oh, I got disconnected from the chat room. How awesome is that?
Jeez. I still got the chat room right there.
I was wondering why. Yeah.
Yeah, some of you might notice Rikai runs Windows. He doesn't only run Windows, but, video games.
Yep.
All right, Andy's
All right.
next submission.
Barry. Here is my desktop. I'm not a power user at all, so it's really the result of 3 months of tweaking, learning, and fighting with config files. The screenshot with stuff on the screen includes a picture of me at work, sound recordist, and another picture of my character Barrython in the only game I'm totally hooked up on, New World's Adarin. Adarin? Keep up the great show, and hi to everyone at JB.
Hello, Barry.
So here is another screenshot.
Nice. I actually haven't seen as many girl backgrounds as I thought we would.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to get a lot of that. Well, there goes my fun.
All right. Go ahead. Asonymous. Here's my desktop. The first one is just my desktop, but I don't have a background or anything on my desktop. If you can see the image on your desktop, you are not doing anything.
Wow.
Which is powerful. The second is me building a website and watching the FauxShow. I am using Elementary OS.
Cool. And there's last week's FauxShow. And he's got I like the browser there with the super small window, so that way you can kind of, maybe that's like the mobile version there scaled down. You see how he's got his browser kind of underneath the video there?
Yep.
Very nice, Asonymous. I likes.
Yep.
FileZilla for the win.
All right, Odyssey Westra. Okay, first off, here's my submission of the desktop for the FauxShow Intel. It's a simple GNOME 3 that has the caffeine extension installed to prevent it from going black on me when I'm watching a video, and the Numix theme to streamline how my theme looks. My main 5 tools I use are MyPaint, LibreOffice, GIMP, Inkscape, and Blender. MyPaint, my go-to application for most of my digital illustrations. LibreOffice for all of my writing and note-taking, GIMP for things my paint can't do at the moment, Inkscape for all my logo and small graphics, finally Blender, which I'm getting the hang of, and I did use for my current illustration I'm working on. So even though it's not much, here's my desktop. What can I say? I just like to get things done, plus I've grown tired of trying to customize my desktop.
I think that still looks
there
nice.
It is.
There's GNOME with Numix circle theme.
Yep, and if you notice that bottom left corner is
Ohio
Linux Fest graphic that he was working on so that he could put together the Ohio Linux Fest page on G+ for us.
Google event page, yeah.
Because we want to know who is coming.
Yeah, if you're going to be there, let us know. And we have, do you remember the bit.ly for that?
Yeah, it's Ohio Linux Fest.
Oh, so it's bit.ly/Ohio Linux Fest 2014?
I don't know. I can't remember.
You could also just search Google Plus events for it.
All right. I still cannot get connected to the chat room.
That's okay. I got him right here.
I know, but I don't.
All right. Can we take WikiLeaks really wants us to play how you pronounce Antergos. Are you ready?
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Antergos.
Okay. Antergos.
Antergos.
I can do that.
You can do it?
Yep.
From now on forever? Because
Yep.
I tell you, I haven't been able to do
Okay.
it. Okay.
Timothy says, well, sorry, so late to the party. Going to be honest, just recently switched to GNOME after realizing XFCE is kind of stale after this week's Linux Unplugged show. So yes to Chris, I have never wanted to touch GNOME because it just looked too different than what I'm used to. I am the type of guy who would make XFCE look like a Windows XP layout, but I must admit that GNOME has severely improved my workflow, and I am not looking back. Description in short, GNOME on Arch Linux. I am a small business owner who works with virtual worlds on Linux. That's what you see in the bottom tab there. It's one of the virtual worlds I run.
Okay.
Also, you can see Spotify running on the top. Then Navicat for database editing, WPS Office for spreadsheets, SSH into that world that is in that screen, FileZilla for managing files. Finally, yes, I am a furry if you couldn't tell from the background. Ta-da!
I love that GNOME setup. And I like the GNOME convert realization, like, oh, hallelujah, I have found the light. It's good. It's good. Now, there is currently a battle brewing in the chat room, Ange. I don't know if you're aware of this, between Rikai and the entire chat room because apparently, everybody else can submit backgrounds to be run on Windows. It's fine. But if Rikai runs Windows, the chat room, that's a problem.
Jeez.
Poor guy. You know, if it makes you feel better, he's also got access to Arch boxes and, get ready for this, Macintoshes.
Wow. It is almost 2.
Yeah, we got to keep going.
Okay, so Joran wants you to pronounce that.
Oh, herb stuff.
Okay. I think it's Herbst left.
Herbst left. Okay.
All right, Jordan, I'm sorry for the last minute submission. You know what? It's not. There are so many other people that submitted after you. All right.
Rotten Corpse is Herb Slut, is it maybe?
Herb Slut. You may but probably don't remember me as musicidal otaku in the chat room, and these are my show and tell desktops. I've sent stuff in before. When you did the Jupiter sticker plus t-shirt contest, there should be a picture of me with my Nexus 10 somewhere in your Instagram feed. Cool. Included are screenshots of the many desktops I use on a day-to-day basis. People call me crazy, but I like variety, and it works just fine for me. I've sent you screenshots of my GNOME 3 XFCE on Gala Window Manager from EOS, OpenBox, and Herb stuffed WM desktops.
Herb Slut.
By the way, please make Chris pronounce Herb stuffed.
Herb Slut.
I want to hear what he makes of it. On almost all my desktops, I have Numix or Mocha themes, GTK, Windows borders icons where applicable. I used to like the Awoken icon theme a lot, but it got a little too monochrome for me. The backgrounds include a picture I took myself on GNOME, a background that I think is part of an elementary OS standard desktop background, XFCE, a picture of my favorite city, Tokyo OpenBox, and a picture taken by one of the Mars rovers, the Herbal Stuffed WM or whatever, left. The pictures...
You want me to read this part?
No, it's okay. The pictures also include one of my favorite music players, Dead Beef. I also use Clementine, a paper I have to read, a program for scheme programming. Yeah. I'm using for one of my university courses, and the Chromium browser with a theme I made to match the Numix theme.
I want to read this part.
Okay.
I like the GNOME desktop because
you skipped a sentence.
Yeah, I know. I like the GNOME desktop because it feels like the way of the future on the Linux desktop. I like XFCE because it's simple and efficient. It's not dead, Chris.
I like OpenBox because of their no-nonsense approach, standards compliance, and the fact that I can basically construct my own desktop environment from scratch with it. I use 2 dock bars and a couple of other things in my setup. And I like the Herb Stuffed WM because it's a great adaptable tiling window manager. I use that one when running on battery power at school. It's unbelievable how much battery it saves me. I look forward to seeing everyone else's submissions, and thank you for making awesome shows. I watch all of them. P.S. It's pronounced Herpesluft.
No, it's not.
P.S. Tiling window managers are awesome. P.P.S. The Dvorak keyboard layout is awesomer. P.P.P.S. XFCE is still not dead. P.P.P.P.S. Functional programming languages are the future. P.P.P.P.S. Manjaro is the best Linux distro. And then 6 P's and an S, Dubstep Allen.
Okay.
This is the internet. All right, so now we get to finally look at this desktop.
So very nice, very nice. Got Synaptics there.
Here's another one. We got the FauxShow up and there.
With some Chrome.
Here's another one.
I use that same Chrome theme, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And there we go.
Nice.
Those are Jordan's desktops.
With the Linux Action Show subreddit.
Woo.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
All right.
Very nice, Jordan.
Because who doesn't love Dubstep Allen? All right.
Next submission, Andrews.
Invisible Ocelot. Here's my screenshot submission, or is it are my submissions? Sadly, I can't use my desktop right now, so I had to use my laptop with its crappy resolution, but it's the same setup. Not much to explain. Chris can probably tell what all my things are, and there's a little bit of explanation in the third screenshot. Thank you guys for producing so many absolutely awesome shows. I usually can't make it to the live stream, but if I ever do and decide to join the chat room, my nick would probably be Invisible Ocelot, as that is what I always use.
Like that.
There we go. I forgot to move his name forward.
I like
to
that
the front.
Thing.
Bring
there
it to the
go.
front.
Another,
so this is great.
Yeah.
It's a $10,000
donation,
and he's blurred out certain parts of it, and then in the comments it says, "This isn't a constructed scene at all."
If only he'd actually clicked that donate button.
I know, right? I did check PayPal. It's not there.
No, surprise,
We did not get a $10,000.
No, surprise. It's funny how that works.
Yeah.
All right, good one, Invisible
Okay.
Ocelot. I like that a lot. Next submission.
Carbon X3, I think. Or 13. Time appropriate greetings to all. I am a longtime listener living in the Netherlands. My name is Carbon X3, or 13. Carbon 13, some call me C13, or Carbon for short. These are screenshots of my Void Linux desktop, which is the first I've heard of that.
It's an Arch-like distro.
Built from scratch using XBPS, which is X Binary Package System. I am running OpenBox with Tint2 and Compton XFCE terminal. Maybe Chris might find this interesting. They dropped System D and are using Rennet.
That is interesting.
Yeah. I think you can still install System D, but it's also nice to try something else. Keep up the great work that you guys do, and thanks.
That is really cool. That's probably the most custom desktop we've seen today, I think. Very nice, Carbon. Thank you.
Let's get off of my screen real quick. Thank you.
Nothing, Andrews. Nothing. What do you got to show over there?
Okay, so we've got this last-minute submission from Plasman.
Last-minute submission. Boom.
Right there with Linux Action Show all over the place.
That is like from today's show.
Yeah, so watching, literally it was submitted like an hour ago or 2 hours ago.
Okay.
So that's IRC, I think. Is that right there? Oh, I guess.
No, that's his process.
Nope. Okay, yeah. So we've got the
subreddit.
last Reddit. Yep.
There's your IRC.
And so watching the Linux Action Show.
Yeah.
With the IRC and with
Rikai, will you get the door?
Yeah. There's somebody at the door, Rikai.
Might be the lawnmower
and
guy.
Then he
owes us.
Yeah, go.
No, Rikai knows. Rikai knows what's up.
Okay. This is Rotten Corpse.
Oh, Rotten Corpse.
Last minute
Rotten Corpse submission.
Yep.
Hey!
There it is.
All right. I'm glad we got to see that.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
It does look really nice.
Yeah, that is good looking. Well, Rotten Corpse got good taste, you know?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So that is the last submission. It was too late to include it in the thing there. But I do want to talk about the next awards show.
All right, Andrews. I'm ready.
Which is November 2nd.
November 2nd.
It's Jacket Awards.
Oh, I like the font.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's called Snowflake or something, or Chaos Snowflake. Send in a picture of you or someone wearing the new last jacket. Or, somebody doesn't have to be wearing it. It could just be on your bed or whatever. Send in a picture, a link, your IRC nick, and a brief explanation of your picture to Angela@JupiterBroadcasting.com. I think by then most people will have them. I think we'll have ours in like a week and a half.
Yeah, I hope so.
The campaign ends tomorrow.
Yeah.
There's 1 day left. You can go to teespring.com/JBJacket. If you were not able to get it this time, then, Photoshop your face on there.
And if you do have it, extra bonus points if you send in a picture of you wearing only the jacket.
No.
No. Yes.
No, thank you. All right. So no mail sack this week because we had a long show.
Huge show. Not enough room for the sack.
Yeah.
So, when you get your Jupiter Broadcasting last jacket, your fall jacket, send it to Angela@JupiterBroadcasting.com for November 2nd.
Mm-hmm. And thank you, everybody, for submitting for this award show. It was awesome.
And we should mention, too, that Angela will be at Ohio Linux Fest this year. So if you're a FauxShow viewer and you want to meet Angela, come out to Ohio Linux Fest. We do have, we mentioned it earlier, that Google Plus event you can go search Google Plus for, and we'll give out our plans for meetups. We'll we'll announce them there. So if you want to meet her face in person,
also, it would be good to mention that I will not be doing a FauxShow next week, or that we will.
Oh, is that what we decided? Okay.
Well, no, we didn't, but I figured, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
No FauxShow.
It's not going to work out for next Sunday, but we'll come back the week after.
Yeah, it's actually what the fund is related to.
Yeah.
So that's just some things that have to be taken care of that are happening on Sunday, and so it just won't work. So no FauxShow next week, but we'll be back the week after.
Mm-hmm.
All right, take us out.
Yep, that's it for this episode of the FauxShow. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Did you enjoy this FauxShow? Well, guess what? You can catch more at JupiterBroadcasting.com and subscribe to the weekly RSS feed.
So I took Dylan to get his haircut yesterday. I took him to the place I get my haircut at. And I took some good pictures of Dylan and some really cute pictures. And I sent one of them to Angela. And then she posted it before I could. So then it would look like I was copying her. So then the moment arrives. The moment arrives where I have the opportunity to do it. And I wanted to post this picture.
Well,
and she sneaks in there.
It's my picture.
But this was my picture.
But you didn't post it.
I was going to.
Dude, I posted it at 8 p.m. and it happened in the afternoon.
I was in the process of editing it when you posted.
No, you were not.
I was.
No way.
I was.
Oh.
I was in Big Lens. But it's fine. It's fine.
That was a nice hawk.
Babe, do not reveal that secret on here. Okay?
I meant eagle.
Thank you. Bald, freedom, loving eagle.
that's so loud.
Yeah, and I have it down at 37% volume. So don't make me bring freedom to 100%. I will bring freedom to 100% if I need to.